Hello everyone, Mr. Lober here again, here to talk with you a little bit about creating your workspace in PBWorks and making your first post. Generally, your first task will look something like this. I'll ask you to view a video, which you are doing right now, log into your own PBWorks page, create a new page with the following information, including your name, your delicious username, some of the websites you've chosen, and some information about those, and to close with inviting me as a writer to your wiki. I'll also show you a little bit about some of the important functions when you can edit a page. So let's go ahead and get started with that. When you log in, your home page will look something like this. You might not have these folders here because this is my personal wiki, but this is the wiki I will build to use as a demonstration in case you have questions about how to do things. In any event, your first page will look like this. Wikis have two modes. You can either be in view mode or edit mode. Edit mode allows you to edit the content using commands pretty similar to Microsoft Word or anything else, and we'll take a look at those in a little bit. While you have options for saving and continuing to edit down here. You also have options to rename and delete pages as well. So those are some basic functionality here. Right now, let's talk about creating a page to coincide with your first assignment. So in the upper right hand corner, anytime you make a new page, you want to click on Create a Page. In this case, just as the assignment asks you to, I want this first page to be called My Favorite Websites. Right. Generally, you won't have folders. That's a little bit more of an advanced feature. I'm not going to ask that you do them, but you have, of course, have the option of doing that. I will place this in the civics folder just so I can find it a little bit later, though. Right. And here you'll have a brand new page ready for you to edit. It comes automatically in edit mode. So let's go back and look at the assignment and figure out what exactly needs to be on this page. So on this page, I'd like to include your name, your delicious username, and some descriptions of the websites you've chosen in task 3, and also to invite me as a reader of the wiki. So you can do something as simple as this: name Mr. Lober, delicious username. Right. And if you'd like to follow me on Delicious for access to links, you can do that with RJ Lober. And then we will go ahead and number off our websites. Now I'm not going to mandate that you do this, but it does make it a little bit easier to do. One thing you can do is insert a table, just as you would do in Microsoft Word, and it helps to organize some information. So as we look, I have 3 categories times 4 websites plus titles. I will need a table of about 4 by 4. So across the top or down the sides here, we will choose the website URL, why I visit each website, and who I would recommend the audience to. Right. Now you'll notice the table automatically changes shape depending on how big your squares get. One thing you can do is to click on the table or table properties and adjust the size of it. For example, if I wanted to make sure it stays relatively small in the middle of the page, I might change it to 800 pixels and center it so that way it doesn't move quite as much. And now I can title these columns Website 1, Website 2, Website 3, and I'll need to add a column to my right, which you can do just as you can in Word, and Website 4. Alright, so from here you'll copy and paste the URLs You will write me a brief description of why you visit each website, what you get out of it, and then you tell me who you recommend the website to. Other students, um, would you recommend it to other people that have similar interests? Would you recommend it to people that have different kind of interests to expose them to something you're interested in? Right? That is entirely up to you, but that is the gist of this first of task number 4 here in your first PBWorks post. So some other things you might be interested in is, of course, you can add links. So for example, if I typed a URL in here, www.espn.com is the first one that came to mind, and click add link, I can link directly to that web page, and that will become useful especially as you build more assignments out. One thing I'll also ask you to do is, on more than one occasion, is use a horizontal rule, which is this feature here. It's good for sectioning up the page, so you can see different parts and different posts from the week. But once you're done editing, you can go ahead and click save, and your work here is saved and will be here permanently until you either go back to edit mode and change something or otherwise. All right. The last thing I'm going to ask you to do to get your workspace ready to work is down the bottom right hand corner. There's a space where you can add new writers to your workspace. Now, writers are someone who have the freedom to change things on your workspace and to comment them, so it's not a good idea to invite a lot of them. What I would like you to do, though, is to invite me as a writer to your workspace. That way I can comment and provide you grading information and those sorts of things on each individual post, so that way you can see exactly how you're performing. To do that, all you need to do is enter my email address, rlobert@madisonschools.k12.mi.us. Click add, and that will send me an invite to let me go ahead and join your workspace. So that is that. We've accomplished those tasks. We've logged into PBWorks. We have our name, our delicious username. We have a table set up ready for us to share this information, and we've invited the instructor as a wiki. We've successfully created our first wiki post. Thank you guys for watching, and I wish you the best of success with this.